I'm Ryan Trainer Steven.
Pesticide Sean.
And we want to be your Potown heroes, your source for all your budget Pokemon needs. What is up, everybody, and welcome back to Potown Heroes, your source for all your budget Pokemon needs. I'm Ryan Trainer Steven.
Pesticide Sean.
And today we're gonna jump in to do a deck that is it was considered to be one of the hype decks going into Worlds.
But I don't think it made it day 2.
No, it didn't, but it still is a really good, fun status deck. And to be honest, we love running status. You know this.
Especially ones we don't have to flip for.
Exactly. And again, even though it was, I think at the time of the recording, it was a Buzzrock deck that ended up making it through.
Yeah,
and then
I don't like the rulings that were made in terms. But I mean, the rules were made at the level, but why they had to be done, even though they're supposed to be deck checks at the top, and they should have been caught.
Yeah.
At the top, that's where it matters the most. Deck checks are.
But even then, we're not gonna really get into the politics on that, because in fact we do focus more budget and stuff like that. I know there were still some salty calls and everything else, but we're not gonna get into that here.
But to be fair, Bula got runner-up.
That is
deck
true.
last year got top 8 as well.
That is true. So without further ado, we'll just jump right into a match and show off the pesticide list that a lot of people were speculating was going to be like the big deck going in the Worlds.
Don't tell me they're using my deck.
Let's go Tails, because Tails never fails. Except when it does. Curry Oolong. Okay. Alright, so hopefully we get a good setup, and so far nothing. But that's just our luck, right?
Welcome to the channel, Steven.
I know the channel, okay? I run the channel. So oh, cool. The opponent had to take one as well, so that worked out in our favor. So we
don't get to draw any.
We don't get to draw any because we both won or got a mulligan. So let's see.
They have an active Pokemon, otherwise they would have told us they milled.
Yep, so we will drop the Fennekin. No.
Actually, what's nice is that 60 hit points are going to be a plus now, but 50 hit points are just... Don't tell me they're running the list I was going to be running.
Which was...
Latias Palkia.
Well,
to get energy to the field. If you, well, of course, we're going to be dealing with a lot of post rotation, or current rotation stuff, because taking the rotation isn't until Tuesday.
Yeah, because we batch record a lot of our stuff on Sunday.
Oh, the 28th.
And yeah, so right now we're 2 days away from rotation, so we're still going to see some post or pre-rotation stuff, but even then, if it works pre-rotation, it should work post-rotation. No issue.
Good.
Okay, we got end.
Yay, the last time we're going to see him. Literally.
2 more days.
2
more days and you will go away.
He's going to be able to retire.
Yeah, there won't be a lost zone that'll help him. Alright, so...
To be fair, I do have a Palkia list I want to try to get up here and to add into the video counts. Because now they're all the cards are legal.
Oh yeah, we'll be able to...
Actually, there's one card I'm waiting for to really get it going.
Dragon's Majesty?
It's in Dragon's Majesty.
Alright, so we'll definitely try to showcase off this deck when it gets to Dragon's Majesty.
You remember our stack of Registeel we got in there?
Yeah.
We could probably use them. We got a lot of rare singles.
Alright, so it looks like Sand Slash to draw one more each turn. This should be fun. So we will Spinnerack. We will... You know what? Let's make sure we can bounce the Fennekin first.
No,
yes,
works.
we can bounce the Fennekin.
We don't have to burn a Guzma.
We can drop a Fennekin.
Drop an energy and Volkner.
Drop energy, Volkner.
Ultra Ball? No, probably not Ultra Ball.
I'm thinking Nest Ball. And...
Yeah, actually taking that grass energy now with Rainbow Brush would not be a bad idea either. Because you could grab Lightning and attach it, swap it.
Let's grab Salandit. And now let's Brooklet Hill. We can't grab anything because it's not fighting or water. And let's go for Paralyzed and Poisoned. Yes! Yes! All right, let's decompress. Because now I just realized we're playing top deck right now.
We have a pretty good chance if we can get actually the thing to start rolling.
Oh, Palkia and Polion.
Now is that the draw engine? Is it going to be the draw engine one, or is it going to be the one you hit it and he hits back, or Sand Slash? Now we know which Sand Slash they're going to run.
We'll find
They're
out.
going to grab the Sand Slash because they're going to evolve it this turn.
Slush Rush.
Slush Rush. Buffed up structure deck?
I think so.
Because it comes with those ones.
Well, even then, it's a good one, especially if you're
That
running.
Sand Slash is not bad. It's just outclassed.
Well, to be honest, with Macargo out right now, this is going to be a far simpler draw engine.
Oh, yeah.
Because you got Macargo to put it on top, Sand Slash to draw it. I mean, you don't have to worry about having less than 3 cards in hand.
Now
You
I'm
don't
just
have
curious
to
what
worry
the
about a
whole
stage.
Sand Slash GX will do.
But the thing is with this, you don't have to worry about a stage 2 on your bench with Swampert. You don't have to worry about Ludicolo as a stage 2 in your deck. You don't have to worry about a Rangaroo.
There's stage 1 engines that aren't. One's not a bad attacker, just a hit and run.
Exactly.
I think his energy cost is the only thing that kept it really out of major play. Well, energy cost per hit points it has.
Oh, yes.
Deck, Cynthia.
Where's the top deck? Yes.
And can we get it?
No, but we got to land it.
Let's load up one of the Rainbow on one of the Slandits.
Rainbow on a Salandit. And let's go with Stun Poison. Nope. So
And next turn it's gonna hurt.
next turn's gonna hurt.
Hey, at least we kept him poisoned.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's true.
it's gonna stay on there until the ace roll or something. Well, unless Palkia is just there to actually get knocked out. Or it's the only dragon in the deck. That's why it came second in the list.
Yeah, I have a feeling. So come on. So at least next turn we'll be able to copycat, hopefully get a better setup. I would like to get the rare candy Delphox, and I would like to get at least a Salazzle and an Ariados. But at least Ariados Salazzle, and we can start doing some major damage.
Well, there's Empoleon or Ninetales. We'll see what he has in hand. Or we'll know what he has in hand. It is a structure deck.
I was hoping he would keep a bigger hand.
Oh, Primplup, he's not... Well, no candy in hand, obviously. I mean, he still hasn't done Sand Slash either.
Nope, so we're going to be shuffle drawing for 5, unless... 7.
Maybe 8.
Hold on.
What he's gonna do? And that's just... Oh. We need to stop that.
If we get the right combo, if we get the right Pokemon, we should be able to. It's just gonna hurt in the meantime.
Put something out there so we can Guzma around. Oh, let's see what happens.
We'll see what happens.
You gotta stop that thing.
We do.
7 versus 6.
Let's go for 7.
Spinarak, Finnegan. Do not attach energy at this time.
Oh, no, not.
Actually, see, poking out, see if we can draw one of them and leave it in hand. Oh.
This is even better. This is even better. I'm not going to do...
Super scoop up. Actually, you don't need to.
No.
I forgot we had another Fennekin on the field.
Yep, so right now, he's going to knock out the Fennekin. When he knocks out the Fennekin, we'll promote a Spinarak.
We'll lose our Rainbow Energy from the field, but this would be perfect if we get like a... This would be perfect if we get like a draw supporter like Cynthia. Well,
our next draw is going to be a rare candy.
So we'll burn it too. So we are going to... It is the GX attack it's going to be doing next turn.
Which is what?
To be fair, we kind of a waste.
Shuffle all energy from each of your opponent's Pokemon? Okay, so one energy.
Yeah, right now it'd be kind of a pointless...
It would be a very pointless move.
There's no point to use that Jix deck yet unless you're using Hala. There's Empoleon. I just use Hydro.
Although
I'd save it for when you need it.
hold on, I'm gonna walk through a play. So we Ariados,
Rare Candy.
Rare Candy. We scoop up. That's 2. Dang it! There wouldn't be enough cards in hand to use the Ultra Ball. Because I was thinking Ultra Ball, bring out Oranguru. Let's see what we get with the scoop up.
We're gonna be knocking it out. That's the plus.
Here's the thing, we have no energy. So we pretty much need an energy. Right now, the only energy is on Salanet. So what we'll need to do
Super Scoop Up.
is Super Scoop Up, and hopefully we get heads, which we don't.
All right.
So we'll do the Spinnerack there.
Rare Candy and then burn it.
We'll Rare Candy.
Cause you can't just leave it out there forever.
And then burn it.
Because it's always gonna get 2 going into their turn regardless. So
We'll just end the turn.
oh, that'd be
takes
nice.
30.
That Spirit can be deadly if you keep him with the conditions and paralyze him. Just trap him there.
Yeah, so Dragon's Majesty, I can definitely suggest the Wellica Volcano Park. Just to make sure the burn stays.
It's good for yeah, especially when they're basics, they can't evolve out of it.
So now hopefully A, he ends us, or B, no, our next draw is Acerola.
Yes.
Our next draw is Acerola. We could pull this off.
Well, we have to. We're not getting out of Dragon just for time for Empoleon to take it out. Depending out of that massive hand, he has no energy.
Because we'll Acerola to bring back the Slandit. We'll attach energy there. I would prefer if we had one more, but we'll at least burn.
If I'm going to put that much energy on Palkia, I'd still use Wishful Baton.
And boom, knock out 2 prizes.
And hope one's a Shuffle Draw and then
Ultra Ball, Cycle System.
You can throw energy on the Slandit. To be fair, he's going to be knocking it out. He only needs 3. There's enough bench Pokemon on field. His side alone is enough. Because 20 plus 10 times. No, 20 times each bench.
So 2, 4, 6,
his side alone.
8,
his
10,
side alone's enough to knock it. Wasn't enough to knock it
12.
out.
So he's doing 120.
Yeah. And the rest of our stuff are weak to it. So. And the best we can do is poison it. I don't know. I think somehow I think we should have kept Palkia as a prize, as something we can grab later. We can actually grab up the Empoleon and then.
Even then, we started strong, but we started strong, and then RNG decided, nope, we're not gonna work anymore.
Oh, they like it. How about let's just turn down the.
That or. Oh wait, you guys are recording this? You know what? Never mind. I'm just not gonna work right now. All right. So this is gonna hurt.
Coin's not a joke, but Salandit and top deck Salazzle. I mean, to be fair, I'd rather do it now.
Salandit. We will Ultra Ball. Getting rid.
Acerola and Ultra Ball, because
Acerola and Ultra Ball.
No, that was prized.
Oranguru is prized.
Salazzle.
We'll have to go with Salazzle.
Now, do we want to do the active one, or do we want to do the...
Well, we have to do the active one.
I was thinking, do we have any DC in the deck?
There is DCE in the deck.
So let's Energy Cycle System to Slandit, the benched one, and let's just burn it.
The thing is, it's grass.
We have rainbows.
We
That's
do.
the reason why we have lots of rainbows. Because this was knocked out anyway, so it doesn't matter what happens.
Yeah, burn and poisoned.
Well, they're burned anyway, so.
We'll burn anyway.
Double bird. That's four, right?
No, it's not 4. I wish though.
So did a lot of people. Then I get a burn with all my Delphox to add damage.
And now that's a 2, 4,
copycat would
6,
be good
8,
right now.
10, 11, 12. So that's 120, 240 against this Salazzle.
Yeah,
Just a little excessive.
just a little bit.
Just a little. This is not going so well. I can see why this deck may have not done so well at Worlds.
Well, I was losing to Empoleon. Not to mention Empoleon's a pretty good deck, but
Yeah, Empoleon is definitely a decent deck. The only thing
not
that
to
holds...
mention it's a modified structure deck, so yeah.
Yeah, the only thing that really holds back Empoleon is its damage output, because the most it can do is, what,
200
It's 200.
on a full bench.
Yeah.
It hits the numbers only on a full bench. To be fair, if the deck had room, we could probably play that something to force Pokemon on the bench, but Target Whistle's been gone, and Bandit's 1-1 of, and then why you want to splash a 1-1?
So the next
It
card...
needs alternate attackers, so then they can hit harder when Total Command is not hitting at full strength. I think you need to hit at least 106. You need to have 8 Pokemon on the field just for it to even hit numbers that are relevant. Because on 8 Pokemon, there's 100. That's 160, and
Well, no longer burned.
it's getting burned on into their turn. Yay!
Well played. We have a good deck. Smiley face. We'll retreat Spinnerack.
You get in the spider. The spider, the secret weapon.
Because that's the most we can do. He's got the one shot on Spinnerack.
And he got healed from burn, so it's gonna take a while.
He just has to attack and he wins. Yep. All right, so that was painful.
2. Oh, we gotta show the deck off first.
So yeah, let's showcase the deck real quick. So this is a pretty simple list. We're mostly trying to focus on damage and trying to get as many status conditions on as possible, because we're mostly focused around Ariados. It's a 70 HP stage 1 grass. For colorless, it does 20 plus 50 more for each special condition on your opponent's active. We are focusing on burn, poison, confuse, and paralyze.
Yes.
On certain cards. So, but even with just burn and confusion, you're hitting for 120.
Yeah, and paralysis doesn't stick.
Plus burn and poison damage.
And paralysis doesn't stick. So that's the problem one. But the paralysis basically helps it to where you're burning it, and you need another turn.
Yep. And then if you want to have some more cheeky fun, for 1 grass energy, it does Spider Trap. You switch one of your opponent's bench with their active, they are now asleep and poisoned. So you can start racking up the damage relatively quickly.
Yes.
You pair that with Salazzle, which, well, when this comes into play from your hand to evolve one of your Pokemon during your turn, you may leave your opponent's active Pokemon burned and poisoned. So we're definitely focusing on at least those 2 conditions, because you're doing 30 just with status in between turns, plus the 120 before. So that's 120, 30, 40, at minimum 150.
Yeah. And then we ascertain to make sure auto burn's always on, so...
Yep. Now, the drawback to these is the fact that it's only when you play it. They get burned and poisoned.
So you're pretty much just putting it when you're hitting a GX, something that's numbers are relevant.
Yeah, where you need to hit the big numbers. Now, what we end up doing is we also added in a 202 Delphox line, because as you saw with Raticate, being able to burn every turn is quite effective.
And burn adds up quickly when you can always just burn going into their turn. So
yeah, because of the fact you're trying to hit them for conditions. You're trying to hit them with effects. So the automatic burn hit for, even if burn is the only thing on them, hitting for 70, that's still 90 after all the effects go by. So we're not focusing on the attack. but we're mostly focusing on the abilities on just about all of them. And then for Salazzle, what we've been doing is actually using an engine where you put on a rainbow energy, which makes it use any energy and puts 10 damage on.
Ace roll it back up.
Ace will roll it back up into the deck, play it again, boom, you're now poisoned or burned and poisoned, and you get to go from there.
Yes.
So this entire deck's built for speed. Unfortunately, it does not seem to want to function as well. So we'll just do a quick deck breakdown because a lot of the stuff is pretty self-explanatory, but anything new we'll try to break down. First things first, we got Dunsparce. Because of the fact, 1 energy, you get to search your deck for 3 basics and put them onto your bench. That's a Salazzle, a Fennekin, and a Spinnerack.
And often it stays in the active too, so, well.
Or that's Salazzle, Spinnerack, or that's Salazzle, or Salandit, or that's Spinnerack. That's a Rangaroo. That's literally any starter we need.
It probably stays there, and if it stays there for the next turn, you can paralyze them as they're getting burned or poisoned to life.
Exactly. So 10 paralyzed, you lock them in the active. They're forced to make a Guzma. They're forced to make a switch. They're forced to make an escape rope. So it keeps them locked. We also run a Rangaroo because of the fact, as you saw, we burn through our hand really, really fast. We need to be able to replenish the cards. If it's not in the prizes, it helps us out dramatically. If it's in the prizes, not so much. We run a 2/0/2 Delphox line, mostly focusing on the ability. We run 3/3 Salazzle, the hot poison one from Guardians Rising, because of the fact we're using that effect to put on conditions. We run 4/4 Ariados from Celestial Storm because of both attacks, because they're both really, really good. We run 2 Energy Recycle System because we are running so few energy. We want to make sure we get those energy back. We run 4 Nest Ball because, again, we're mostly focusing on basics and getting the basics set up. The only evolves we need are the Ariados, the Salazzle, and the Delphox. Even then, that's something we can get later with the Ultra Ball, which we run 4 of. You could supplement Ultra Ball for Timer Ball, but Ultra Ball, you guaranteed, unlike Timer Ball, it's really a 50-50 shot.
And Rango helps with that. It makes you always have 3 cards in hand so you can at least burn the hand.
Exactly. We run 2 Pokénav, where we get to look at the top 3 cards of the deck and reveal a Pokemon or energy we find there, put it into the hand. So that's a Salazzle, that's a Delphox, that's whatever. Plus, we get to stack our deck, which is definitely never a bad thing. We run 2 Rare Candy. This is more or less for the Fennekin to turn into Delphox. 2 Rescue Stretcher, because again, one of the drawbacks to the deck is the low HP. This just makes sure either A, we have them in the deck, or we have it back in our hand. We run 2 Super Scoop Up, because again, we're trying to bounce the Salazzle into our hand so that we can play it again, give damage counters, and just keep swinging. We run 4 Ultra Ball. Again, it's more consistent than Timer Ball, but of course we have horrible luck with flips, so this is just a more consistent way. If you're good at flips, you could probably put in Timer Ball and you would still be okay. So that one just comes down to player preference. We run 2 Acerola so that we can bounce any Pokemon with damage counters, such as a Salazzle that has 10 because of a Rainbow Energy.
Yes. So
you can get back the energy to put it on Ariados and start swinging when you're having a bad hand, like we just had. I'm not salty or anything. We run 2 Copycat so that we can shuffle and draw the same amount of cards as our opponent, which can be really good, especially if they have a massive hand size, or vice versa.
Yeah, and sometimes you need to save cards for decks, so decks ain't a little small, you need to, in your decks in your hand.
Indeed. We run 4 Cynthia. Yes, 4 Cynthia, so that we can shuffle and draw 6, because again, most of the stuff we're playing is stage 1. We want to be able to get those out like as soon as possible. This just refreshes our hand. We run 4 Guzma, that way we can pick out specific targets, hit them, and get them off the field as fast as we can. That's if any of them would show up.
They're probably prize of the Ranger, you know?
Yeah, they were probably having a party. Come on, come on. Why you betray us, Guzma?
He was in the Ultra Beast realm. That's why.
We run 2 Tate and Liza. This is more whatever we need at the time. Either we need a shuffle draw or we need a switch. Usually the switch is to get the Salazzles out so we can get out Ariados, or the Delphox to get it. Or we can do the shuffle draw if either we've expended all our Cynthia or we're just having a hard time getting Cynthia. We run 2 Vulcaners so that we can search out items. More importantly, so we can grab out stuff like
rare candy, super scoop up,
rare candy, nest ball, super scoop up, that kind of thing. We also run 3 rainbow energy, 1 for each Salazzle, and we run 3 grass energy. The energy count seems low, but again, we're mostly focusing on Ariados, and it only takes 1. So we're sitting pretty good there. So we'll just save. We'll jump back into a match with Pesticide. Yes. So now versus. All right. So let's jump in and let's hope for better luck. Come on. Give us an opponent.
One you can win against.
You be quiet back there.
Because our Metagross line worked and yours didn't.
I mean, we
need to bring up the video? It got posted today.
Okay. Keep running that mouth. See what kind of trouble it's going to get you into.
Well, got you in a lot of trouble.
Yeah, about as much trouble as your Metagross list. Oh! All right. So we're in another match. This is definitely looking a lot better than our first turn. So hopefully we're able to make something better out of this. So let's see what we got in store.
Not a mirror. Or are they just running?
I'm pretty sure we're running a mirror.
We're about to find out if we're running a mirror.
What's this guy's name?
No, Charger box, Firebox.
Firebox. Okay.
Oh, he's just using that as an attacker. Cool. Too bad we can't use it. The rainbows don't count.
Wait, what does this do? Okay.
It's hard. Ooh, pretty fire energy. I think he's been playing a while. Or he got those off the.
That already traded.
Yeah.
Very nice. All right, so energy on Spinnerack.
Let's see if we can get a Spinnerack Ariados to the top. Oh, I guess land it. And of course, Cynthia next.
Yep.
And no Ultra Ball, because that would just defeat the purpose of
what we just did. I know. So let's see.
We've done weirder stuff with. So then we say we're gonna do something, and we burn cards to do it. Okay. And cards we're gonna use to.
All right, so we're getting the Cynthia next turn. We already know that.
Once he ends us, then well, fine. We get 6 cards anyways, and we save Cynthia. Baby Blaziken.
But now, would there be anything we would want to play? You know what? I think I'm going to get that Charizard out and try to get that going like ASAP. Like before we even Cynthia, I'm going to get out the Ariados, do the spider web, and get him out of the.
Yes.
Because of the fact the Baby Blaze only attaches to. Oh wait, no, Baby Blaze isn't even out yet.
No, it's the big one, Blaziken GX. Do you want to hit the Charger or do you want to hit the Torchic?
Part of me wants to hit that Charizard because of the fact it's the current threat, but with no energy attached, we should probably go after the Torchic.
I would go after the Torchic.
So I will.
And we still got
Ultra Ball.
Unfortunately, if it weren't for the fact something's getting loaded up on the bench, I would have done the other one. But Ariados, because I would have just ace roll it and put it on the new one. and have a fresh one going up to the active.
And
trap.
Cynthia.
But I'd rather have 6 cards this turn. Especially when you got a card. We probably won't need to bench that this turn, but we can drop the Ariados.
No. Yes, we can. We can drop the Ariados.
To be fair, and then of course if it survives, we're gonna keep the energy.
We will Spider Trap to get rid of this this Torchic.
He is a RNG's working for us. We just need it to be asleep going into their turn.
If we lose, I'm blaming you.
Fine.
Yeah, because we'll be able to mess this thing up this turn. Ow, double tails.
We feel your pain.
We feel this pain. We just don't accept it. All right. So, ba-boom, ba-boom.
No, we accept that our...
Do we want to, Cynthia?
No. And let's try to scoop up the Salazzle, but...
Yeah, we could give it a shot. Oh, wow, it worked.
Slammed it.
Well, I know the play. Reactive poison for 120.
You knew the play. You're about to use Spider Trap.
Quiet.
So the next target is to trap up this Charizard.
Yep.
And
Get all the heavy hitters.
And then one-shot it.
Yep.
So Salazzle, Cynthia. And then and then unless we top deck the...
Well, most likely he's going to bring that Salandit back
This
out.
would be beautiful.
Yep.
If we top deck Volkner, we're going to skip that part. Because we're going to go right to getting the... Because we can burn probably and Ariados, or the other Fennekin at this point. And probably the Copycat and go grab the...
Yeah, easily. Excuse me.
So we need to grab that Charizard.
Alright, so let's see. There's the Ultra Ball.
And
we'll get rid of...
Copycat and Fennekin. Because we cannot...
Copycat Fennekin.
Can't get rid of our main attacker.
For...
You react. Do we need to react back?
Delphox. Well played. You have a good deck. Smiley face. So we will Rare Candy. Delphox.
Delphox is more consistent 70 damage plus burn damage. Do we want a Cynthia?
Let's wait till next turn the Cynthia.
Yeah, because we can...
Let's see if we can bait... Let's see if we can bait the...
Drag it up?
Yeah, let's drag it up. And then we can mess it up next turn.
Because... we feel the pain.
Yeah, because with this deck, you don't want to evolve every single turn. You pretty much only want to evolve into the Salazzle when you know you can do any damage.
Yes, we thought about adding the Survivor for more poison damage, but we found out we were drawing it more than the... It hits... Charizard hits really hard.
Please stay asleep. If it stays asleep, this is good. Dang it. So close. So, Spinnerack. Salazzle. We won't even really need to...
yes. We'll wait Cynthia because we can still evolve into the... And we just attack it. We want to get rid of the biggest threat. And the most rewarding.
30, 40, 50, 60,
10 damage.
70. Oh!
10 damage.
So close.
He's no longer burned, but now he has to retreat.
He has this turn to retreat.
He can retreat, but he has to retreat. But to be fair, we'll just drag it up.
Here's the thing. He's going to take out the Ariados.
Because then
you know what? Okay, cool. Charizard now dies. We take 2 prizes.
But to be fair, I would have done the same play because if he puts it back there, we can still drag it back out.
Mm-hmm.
And not get us knocked out by poison anyways. So he's taking out a threat.
Ultra Ball Copycat.
So Ariados.
Because
pending top deck. Ariados. Ultra Ball. To a Rangaroo.
Getting rid of Copycat and Guzma at this point.
I mean, if we have a Guzma in the active, we just need energy.
No Rangaroo again.
Spinner or slide it.
Let's go for Salandit.
And Cynthia. Because we're getting the knockout regardless.
Well,
as
either way,
long as we get an energy.
So long as we get an energy, we got knockout. So let's see what we get with 6 cards.
Got energy.
We got energy.
Recycle system is good.
Very good, especially in like.
I'd rather have it in hand versus going to the deck.
But especially in small.
Last ball, grab either the spin rack or last slant it. Pick one of the two.
Let's go spin rack.
Our main attacker, yeah. And reactive poison.
Boom, 70.
Yes.
This is how the deck is supposed to perform.
It's working against weakness.
Yeah.
Our main attacker is weak to fire.
So yeah, the whole point is you're trying to stack up as many different status conditions as you can. Now, the original list we actually ended up looking at also had the Raichu.
At this point in time, it worked with Diva Spray.
Mm-hmm.
Even though I didn't run it, but the thing is, it was too clunky.
It is very clunky. Now, Lost Thunder may actually have the solution to this deck. And as a matter of fact, I'm not even going to bring up what that solution may be. Because either A, you're already thinking about it, or B, well, it's already been brought up. So what we're going to do is actually after this video, for the next week, we're going to actually go over the hype of Lost Thunder, all 200 plus cards. With that, you guys should be able to see what would make this so hilarious. Because right now we're hitting for 70, 120.
And then burn damage. So 70 plus burn damage.
We could add paralysis. We could add in Raichu without needing Pikachu.
Onion Fairy?
No, not Onion Fairy.
I mean, one of those wouldn't help.
Onion Fairy would help, but to be perfectly honest...
And isn't it good to choose what you de-evolve?
Well, honestly...
Salazzle and Raichu, every other turn, just you're juggling cards.
All on the same bench spot. Yeah, you know where we're going with that. So after this, this video, and then next week, it's going to be all Lost Thunder stuff. So we're going to be going over, we'll be going over all 3 sets of. Okay.
He's going for a shebang.
He's going for a bang.
He's saying he's knocking out next turn.
Well, all right then.
I mean, he's cutting Ariados in half. Sort of.
Well played. You have a good deck. Smiley face. Let's.
Well, on the.
I can't. So okay. Wrong target, but it didn't work the way I was hoping. So now let's just see if we get a Salazzle.
Salazzle.
We got a Salazzle. So now we will drop a Salazzle. Yes, we will leave him burned and poisoned. We don't really need
a
it.
burn.
Although we will at least grab the Ariados, put evolve into Ariados, and we will smack him for 120
plus conditions. So that's 150 going into their turn.
To finally get our Rangaroo
the last
card.
Hey, maybe the Rangaroo's trying to tell us something. We need to earn it. Can't rely on it, because we did say that for another card, that we say you had to basically earn its play.
So all joking and hyping aside, this definitely is one of those lists that you're probably not going to win like any big tournaments, because of the fact there is a lot of flaws. It does have low HP. It does require you to bounce and replay all your Pokemon.
Which is why I don't think it got... Even if it did well on day 1, I don't think it did well.
It would go on. No, it wouldn't do well day 2. However, for like a League Cup or a League Challenge,
pretty good.
This would be a hilarious deck to run. This is something where you don't want to run all the super rare, expensive cards. This is something you want to have fun with. And to be honest, with Lost Thunder, this deck's only going to get stronger. So for the next 3 videos will literally be all three parts of Lost Thunder. So as of right now, be sure to let us know what you guys thought of the list or what changes you would make to the deck. Let us know down in the comments, and while you're down there, be sure to hit that subscribe button. Become a Potown hero yourself. Hit us up on PTCGO. We are Po_Town_Heroes. And also be sure to hit us up on Facebook, facebook.com/PotownHeroes. As always, may all your games go well, and may the top deck be in your favor. Till next time.